is, you know what I mean? And she went, I said, you assume that. She said, you mean? I said, yes, sister, you can join this organization. I can really join? I said, yes. She said, can I have a gun? I said, yes, you can have a gun. I'll never forget, that girl's sister, a great artist today. Her name is Mata Lava. She's an artist with the city government, but she does a lot of African-American people's art. But I'm just saying, we went on our first patrol. Stacks of the 10-point platform and program that we'd printed down there at the government's war on poverty office, because we used their paper, their ink, their AV gate machine. I mean, I done laid out applications of how to join the Black Panther Party. We also had another separate sheet of rules of the Black Panther Party. We also had another separate sheet because we would say we would take the arrest. Because Huey loved to argue the legal point. In other words, Huey had it down. We were so disciplined that Huey would say, now, when we're on patrol, the best way that we go about this, if it's 10 or 12 of us, of course, we all have guns, law books, tape recorders, and everything. It would wait till the cop says something to us. If he says something, then he says to all the other members, either Bobby will talk to him, or I will talk to him, or react to him. He says, and then, of course, nobody else says anything. Well, Huey's strategy was this. You're better off, even if we wound up getting busted, with 10 or 12 brothers all testifying to the exact same conversation, rather than have 10 or 12 brothers all trying to talk at the same time. He said, she said, they said, that said. So the unity was also based on a degree of discipline and patrolling policemen. Now remember, the guns were not illegal and they were loaded. From Jump Street, from day one. You had people running around here talking, oh man, them niggas got unloaded guns. Ain't nowhere in the world, ain't nowhere in the world they're gonna go out there and patrol some police. You know what I mean? These are these people who are assuming without investigation. What they thinking do not correspond correctly to reality. Our guns were loaded. We were all in uniforms. Half of us had long guns. And we was driving down. Now how we patrol the police? We didn't just drive behind this car. You know what we was looking for? We were looking for arrests going on. More than anything else, we were looking for a whole bunch of black folks in the community watching the arrests. What were we really after? We were talking about organizing the black community. Right. You and I had to have all kinds of discussions that one day we'll capture the imaginations of black people. We'll build a black community electoral machine. Because we said we were a political party, the Black Panther Party. In other words, when Brother Stokely Carmichael and others came forward with black power, Huey P. Newton and I said we need a functional definition of power. Through a lot of discussion with Congressman Dellums and others, finally Huey came up with this. Power is the ability to define phenomena, then in turn make it act in a desired manner. Listen to me. Power is the ability to define phenomena, then in turn make it act in a desired manner. I said, wait a minute, Huey, say that again. He said, and I wrote it down. I said, right on. He said, you really like it? I said, yeah, man. I said, that's profound. He said, how do you mean? How do you mean? See, Huey was the theoretician. I'm the man that broke it down. I said, be that phenomena found in the political, economic, social, cultural, and educational relationships between us, the white races, and the power structure. The phenomena is that we have institutionalized racism. The phenomena is that we have a racist controlling the city council, racist controlling the police department, racist controlling all the economic framework. That's the phenomena. So we found the phenomena. Now how are we going to make it act in a desired manner? The idea was we were going to organize, capture the imagination of the people. So one day we got out there cars, parked our cars, 50, 60 brothers and sisters standing here, down on 7th Street in the red light district. Police a little bit out in the street out there arresting some young brother, standing up against the car like this here. We walked up, stepped off the curb and walked in front of the people. Some brother looked at us here, man, you got guns, man. I'm getting out of here. And Huey says, no. And I can almost mimic Huey. Huey says, no, it's not necessary, because Huey was very precise. He loved people say, it's not necessary for you to leave. You're a citizen. You have a right to stand here and observe these police officers carrying out their duty. Then the police turn around. We lined up, disciplined. I got my 45. I'm carrying a stack of the 10-point platform and program. Huey's carrying a law book. Another brother got a tape recorder. He done turned on with the whole conversation being recorded. They all got guns. We all in uniform. We're very well disciplined. The cop says, you have no right to observe me. Boy, boy. What did he say that to Huey Newton for? What did he say that to Huey Newton for? Huey Newton go off in his legal bag. When that cop said, yeah, all right, Huey says, according to such and such a California State Supreme Court ruling, every citizen has the right to observe a police officer carrying out their duty as long as they stand a reasonable distance away. A reasonable distance in that particular ruling was constituted as 8 to 10 feet. I'm standing approximately 20 feet from you, and I'll observe you whether you like it or not. And when Huey recited that out like that, some sister in the background said, well, go ahead on and tell it, brother. Talk about capturing the imagination of black folks. The cop, is that gun loaded? Huey had forgotten that when we got out the car, you know, 100 feet down there where we parked our cars and walked down, you remember I told you you couldn't have a live round in the chamber while riding in the car with a long gun? Well, Huey had forgotten to jack around the chamber once he got out the car. Doesn't apply to when you're out of the car. So the cop says, is that gun loaded? Huey says, my private property you can't remove from me without due process of law, according to 14th Amendment, bang, 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 bang. And Huey says, and I knew he just remembered, he said, if I know it's loaded, that's good enough. Wait a minute. When that happened, you had 4 other brothers with long guns. They had forgotten too. So Huey says, another one, another one, another one. Well, and the brothers in the background said, oh, good. Oh, baby. Huey is trying to cool the audience. No, don't leave. Don't anyone leave. He's a swine. See, we didn't even have the word pig then, but Huey did use the word, he's a swine, because he knew that the old Nazi fascist hated to be called swine, which means pig. Huey said he's a swine. He's here in our community. He's not going to brutalize anybody here. We're not going to have you occupying our community like a foreign troop occupies territory. And all these disciplined brothers and sisters, that cop and the brother was up here on the thing saying, yes. I mean, he was going to change. I mean, the brother was getting arrested. Now, we weren't there to stop the arrest either. That was not the method. Anyway, the cop ran, opened the door, got him inside the car, jumped in his car, and sped off. What we wanted is what happened following that. To be able to pass the 10-point platform and program out to all the brothers and sisters on the corner and all the other people that walked up. And what happened here? Well, the brothers are Huey Newton. What's your name, brother? Bobby Seale. Bobby Seale. You know, them cops got out of here. I mean, goddamn. I mean, to feel that. That's what those brothers and sisters was feeling. Some organized methodology to capture their imagination. I'm telling them our political education sessions on Wednesday night at 7 p.m., Saturday at 2 p.m., the 5600 block of Grove Street. That's where our office is. That's what we were after. We went into badge 206 and had another confrontation. Quite a few others escorted Sister Betty Shabazz along with the Northern California group that had been created by RAM. And after that, this picture on the front with me here and Huey here. February. Right after the time Ron Malcolm was killed in 1967, 2 years later. We took this picture. This book has been out of print some time. I put it back in print 5 months ago. I do have a few copies out there when we get through if you want to pick them up or purchase them. I will autograph them, but let me get on to the stuff.